Set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. So 2nd and 10 here. Dalton here from the gun. And there's the first NFL catch for John Ross. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Suggs leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 65 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Got it to make. Bullock out now to kick this one away. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's West. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Terrence West, 70 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. But for the Bengals, it was another season without a playoff win last year. They haven't won a playoff game since January of '91. That's the longest active drought in the league. But for the first time in 6 years, it was a season without a playoff appearance as they limped home last season 6-9-1.
None of us really anticipated that either. So they realized where some of their deficiencies lay. And one of them, speed outside. And they ended up drafting John Ross out of Washington, who ran a 4.22 40-yard dash at the Combine, and also added a big-time back in Joe Mixon, who can run and catch with equal proficiency.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now Mixon. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens making their way out. And is this a pivotal year for them? And I ask that because of this. You look at, they won Super Bowl 47, Charles, but they've missed the playoffs 3 of the last 4 years, including 8-8 a year ago.
It is a pivotal year because they are so used to being in that mix, even though they have to deal with Pittsburgh in their own division, even though they have to deal with Cincinnati in their own division. They're used to being a playoff team, but one thing that's held them back, their offense. They haven't been a top 10 offense since 1997. And in the draft, they spent their first 4 picks on defense.
They go play action here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. That'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On the toss, there goes Wentz. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Flacco. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Flacco from the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And it's second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it with West. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. We're now on third down. They'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Ross on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals take possession. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Dalton off play action. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Mixon. And he's got room. And he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll run here with Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Try to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
You think about the great tandems that we've had this decade in the NFL. Think about Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Big Ben, Antonio Brown, Brady, and Gronk. But look, Andy Dalton and A.J. Green, they have to rank in there, don't they?
Yeah, and 2 guys that came from the same draft class.
A.J. Green in the first round, Andy Dalton in the second round. And what they've meant to the Cincinnati Bengals franchise has been everything, a lot of playoff appearances.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Six yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. And Dalton to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Immediate dividends from their number 1 pick, Charles. They expect, obviously, big things from him.
And he's already starting to deliver. But here's the question I've got for you. Who gets the first football? Because, when you score your first touchdown in the NFL, they give you the ball, right? Who's going to get it? Does it go to mom? Grandma? Wife, girlfriend, where does it go? High school coach, who gets it?
Why isn't he putting that in his own trophy case?
Well, that would be a little bit selfish now, wouldn't it? What about all the people that helped him get there?
Well, what are you going to do, cut it up in 30 pieces?
Good point. He gets to keep it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco setting up the screen for West. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And some room to roam now. West with a quick feed. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to pound it in with West. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Partner, I was there at the Combine when John Ross ran the 4.22 40 and just lit up the entire place, and that's all we were talking about. But when you watched him on tape, you saw his ability to separate with his route running, not just pure speed.
By the way, that 4.22 40, that's the fastest ever recorded, is it not?
Fastest one ever recorded, but I know a couple of guys who are saying, I still ran faster. I don't know if it's hand-timed or not.
Now they run with Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now the left-footed punter in his 9th year, Kevin Huber, on to kick, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now West. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Passing play, Flacco. He's got his man, that's Wallace. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Separating off play action. Flacco. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Maclin. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game.
Not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This is West. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Flacco here on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Setting up to throw, Flacco. That is caught. It's Perriman. Flacco to Perriman, and the Ravens have a first.
With Steve Smith retiring, someone's got to fill the void as the #1 receiver for the Baltimore Ravens. And Breshad Perriman, going into his 3rd year, this needs to be his time.
First-round pick, of course, missed all of his rookie year with a knee injury, 33 catches last year.
He has the ability. Now he has to just go out and do it.
They run the counter now on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, I think a lot of people thought that Baltimore would draft at least one runner. In fact, they didn't take any skill position players in the draft. So I think a lot's still going to fall on Terrence West.
Well, he did have over 1,000 yards from scrimmage last year, a career high. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On the ground, it's West again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Second down, Flacco now. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Flacco looks to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Carlos Dunlap in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
1st and 10 for Dalton. To Mixon on the check down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The final act of the first half. Dalton, he's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening week. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. And the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. To pass, Flacco. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He's going to look deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Dalton, 1st and 10. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. In the red zone this time. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Second down, Dalton. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the I. On the toss, Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run again here with West. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now here's Ross. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Passing, it's Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a first carry from Giovani Bernard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the Texans have scored to add on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. First down, Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton over the middle, complete. That's Green. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Chris Wormley in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Flacco. And he drives one in there, complete for Jeremy Maclin. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First and 10 here for Flacco. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there at 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A red zone first down for Flacco. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Again, it's Mixon, able to push his way through. And some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. A win would be their second on the young season. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, look over the middle. Then he's got Perriman. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Minter coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Flacco here on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Geno Atkins in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Flacco. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, So special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Cincinnati, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.